Australian authorities in the eastern states of New South Wales and Victoria have warned that strong winds and soaring temperatures could make it a terrible and difficult fire battling day tomorrow. Temperatures are predicted to climb into the mid-40s.
And over 3,000 firefighters are deployed in just New South Wales alone. The state's premier said that every effort has been made to prepare for the worst.
We're unfortunately, very likely, we will lose homes tomorrow. But we'll be very happy and we'll call it success if there's no lives lost. That is our single focus tomorrow, and we need the community to have that focus as well.
There is a window there until tonight for people to get out, and we encourage them to do so. Please do not stay in the area unless you absolutely have to.
New South Wales is in a state of emergency, and Victoria declared a state of disaster for the first time.
Tens of thousands were evacuated from both states today in one of the largest evacuations in Australia's history. Some 1,200 people and 250 animals made their way out of the Victorian town of Melakuta, assisted by the Australian Navy.
Now, since September, the wildfires have killed 19 people, destroyed over 1,400 homes, and burned through 12 million acres of land. According to an Australian ecologist, some 480 million animals are estimated to have died in just New South Wales. And the Insurance Council of Australia says the cost of fire damage is now around $224 million. For more, Roger Maynard has more on today's developments, including a very public backlash for Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison.
And this evening, it appears those who want to get out have got out. An estimated 50,000 people were stranded down on the south coast of New South Wales, and many of them, interestingly enough, have decided to stay, especially those who live in the area, who have homes in the area. They want to try to protect their houses in the event of more fires, and if all else fails, then they'll simply add to or go to an evacuation centre. Fortunately, the supplies of water and food have been restored. Emergency supplies have been brought in, so hopefully no one will go hungry or thirsty. Scott Morrison has faced a barrage of criticism today in the small community of Cobargo, which he visited. Cobargo is one of those places that was badly hit in the fires a few days ago. People openly abused him for not providing them with enough help. A pregnant woman refused to shake his hand, and he sort of turned his back on her and walked away. It was a PR disaster for the Prime Minister. And asked about the criticism that's been levelled at him, he said, well, he admitted there's a lot of anger, a lot of emotion around, but he insisted he wasn't taking it personally. And he called on the Australian people to be patient, and eventually they would get through this crisis.